The rainy seasons are here again, and as usual, something comes up with every weather condition. For example, fire outbreaks during the dry season and flood during the rainy seasons. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, Fema, which recorded no deaths in 2022, is taking bold steps in curbing floods during the 2023 raining season. The Director General, Fema Abbas Garba Idris, spoke on guidelines to stop, curb, or manage floods in the FCT. He advised citizens and residents to keep their environments clean and avoid dumping refuse in drainages. More so, he emphasized that anyone found building on or blocking drainages will be penalized.
The Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, dedicated to maintaining safety of lives and properties in the FCT Abuja, has given guidelines and safety measures to curb flood during the rainy season. During an interview, the Director General of FEMA, Abbas Garba Idris, advised residents of the FCT to avoid dumping of refuse in drainage systems. He emphasized that any building obstructing drainages would not only be demolished, but also owners of such would be penalized.
We are following the master plan. We take the master plan with us. If we go to a certain area, we take the master plan. What is this supposed to be here? Okay. And we identify. And if we see anything that is different from what is on the master plan, that is a foreign body, and we remove it. That's how we do. It's not something that is new, that we are just identifying or we are trying to remaster the city. No. It's the same document we are using. And these people have done a beautiful job. Every water course, every green area is in the master plan. The only thing is that people thought maybe it's just an ordinary piece of land. They can put any structure anyhow. And that is why you see that every day we are removing as if we are not removing, because we have to sustain it. We have to do it even beyond after the rainy season, so that at least next year we will have less to manage. Because as the rain comes back again, we will still continue to trace those people who are coming back and do. But one beautiful thing is that we are going to start prosecution. We will prosecute, and then you will also pay the cost of removal of whatever we remove for you. Okay. You have to pay. It's going to be built in the charges of the for the court, and except unless we start to do that, people will not be in their senses, because they just put any structure anyhow, defacing the city, and then putting so many kinds of waste in a beautiful city like Abuja. We have mounted some signposts there, but strategically, flood-prone areas majorly that are prone to flooding, basically not much, like Kubwa is one of it. Okay. We have Lokogoma side, because there is no engineering infrastructure, not only because there is no engineering infrastructure, because Lokogoma and down to Galadima interchange is harboring about water from 8 or 9 districts coming to that point. So it's like a confluence point where the water collectively comes together before it takes its own way down to River Gurara. So, and that is why anytime we are talking about flooding, you find out that from the upper side of Lokogoma down to Galadima are prone to that, because those waters coming from the 9 districts come to that point and then take its own course to the discharge point. And then, unfortunately, Lokogoma does not have engineering infrastructure. What I mean by engineering infrastructure is that where they can identify, since they have already identified the floodplain, there should be drainages, there should be culverts, there should be bridges, and so on and so forth. And all the houses should be structured in such a way that it's planned in a way that any other estate is planned. But if you go to Lokogoma, buildings are indiscriminate. You're supposed to, when you stand on a from this house, you look at a street, you see that it is a straight. They took their own shape, and then also the drainages are in front and back. But you go to some estate, they don't even have drainages within their surrounding their own houses. So all the waters are just running and disturbing and causing flooding in the area. So once those engineering structures are in place, then that is all. And that was why when we were trying to put that place in order, we removed over 250 houses in Lokogoma just to have this peace that we are experiencing now. And then this year also we have to go and expand the waterways where it is conscripted. Some people will erect some retention walls just to protect their own houses, and then conscripting the waterways. So the volume of water, once it comes, it has to now explode. So we have to remove all those conscriptions and then expand and clear the channels so that there's going to be free flow of water.
In an event of any emergency within the FCT, please dial the FCT emergency number 112.